be fun to watch them.
Underway in period number 1, the Firebirds and the Gulls for the second meeting this season. 2 of 8 between the two teams. And it's dug from the boards by Tristan Luno for San Diego. Black sweater tonight for the Gulls, white for Coachella Valley. John Caulfield through center ice. It's swatted away by Caden Price. Billy Otavainen for the Firebirds, up the left wing boards, off the stick of Oscar Molgaard. Turned the other way by Jan Mysak. He stood up at the line by Caden Price. San Diego won last night against San Jose on home ice, 3-0 the final. Billy Husko, his second win and second shutout of the season. Jagger Focus and Leighton Road, first appearance for Leighton Road since April the 9th. Right before the playoffs started. Went down with an injury as Otavainen takes a shot. That's blocked in front. Well, Road went down with a shoulder injury right before the postseason. Came back healthy. Went to Kraken training camp, got hurt, which put him out for about 2 months. It was very early on in camp. Tim Washi puts it on net, and Billy taken out by Otavainen after this. Hayden spins it to the right wing side, cut off by his former teammate Nick Brouillard. When we saw him a couple weeks ago, he was playing in a forward position, back to his usual defense.
Yeah, he's kind of an offensive defenseman, so whether he starts in the back or whether he starts as a forward.
Centering third, they score! Caden Price sets up John Hayden.
It's your veteran line that gets the Firebirds off to a good start tonight. It's a good puck transition and a puck in deep, and then you win the battle down low.
That's a big hit by Caden Price, and might have gotten away with one there. But he sets up John Hayden right in front of the goal, and Hayden gets his first of the season for Coachella Valley.
Well, and that's what you're going to see. John Hayden in the right spot in the slot.
So the Firebirds strike first here in this one. Leighton Road gets some open space, has Morrison in front, feeds it over, they score!
Yeah, and that's the thing you're going to see with the young group is they're not used to having guys jump on them quite as quick. So you might take that extra half second. Well, at this level, the half second means somebody's on you. All of a sudden, that puck ends up as a turnover.
Here's Mysak. He'll guide it into the zone on the backhand of the left corner. Run around by Otavainen. Pasta job centering. Fee and Osman, a big save on the doorstep. Good chance for Chuck Caulfield.
Yeah, good stop there by Victor Osman. As he was in tight, Osman takes that time and space away.
Puck goes out of place over his last 5 games. He's also had an extremely solid start to now his 3rd year. Sidorov puts it out in front. Goyette breaks it up. It deflects off of Stevens and then ricochets off of McEwen. That will negate the icing as Stevens battles for the corner with John Hayden. Hayden tries to pull it free. It's picked up on the right side by Tyson Hines. Otavainen seals it against the half wall. Firebirds set up to a point. Otavainen, right side, tipped to the net, and a save made by Callie Klang.
Yeah, good deflection there by John Hayden. A really good shot by Billy Otavainen. Not the big slap shot, just getting a little wrist shot down to the net.
Ryan Carpenter brings it onside. Sidorov, high slot. Backhander wide of the goal. Had a lot of bodies in front. Missed the net. Swung around for Billy Otavainen. He can't get it out. It's McEwen down the wing. Pinballs off the end board. Goyette off the skate of John Hayden. Good poke check by Caden Price. Already with 2 assists under his belt. Early get a change in as we approach the halfway point of period number 1. 2-0 Coachella Valley. 2 goals on 4 shots for the Firebirds. John Caulfield puts it on net. Steered aside by Victor Osman. Carson Rakoff can't get it out. Tyson Hines, a bouncing shot kicked away by the right pad of Osman. Price. Little help from Melanson, gets it out to center ice. Here's Oscar Molgaard, twisted over the line, right side, Rakoff into the skates of McEwen, and he turns it away from the goal. Judd Caulfield gets it out to center.
Really like the idea of the Rakoff there, just throw it at the net. You've got bodies going to the net, look for that bounce.
Otavainen off the boards, picks up Hayden.
They look good tonight. They've got lots of jump in their step, and I like the fact they're finishing checks and they're trying to get pucks down to the net.
Brouillard, a centering feed through the goal mouth. No one home for his squad in San Diego. Goyette turns it over, and here's a chance the other way. They score! Again, we talk about those defensive zone turnovers, and not just talk about the defensemen in those situations. The forwards as Tips it through the neutral zone. Works it inside the San Diego end. Solberg back on it for the Gulls. Flipped out to safety by the visiting team. Caden Price. Near side wall. Billy Ottovinen. Molgaard broke his stick trying to clear it off the glass and ricocheted off of Cal Burke. And now a stickless Molgaard can't get back to it. Thrown to the front of the goal by the Gulls. And Osman forced to make a right pass save. And the pass from Travis Howe. A bit askew. And the Firebirds can get some fresh legs on.
Yeah, and again, a little bit of a bonus there for the Firebirds. Travis Howe throws that back into the neutral zone. The Firebirds have one guy without a stick and a tired group out there.
Here's Price for Goyette. He'll twist away and survey his options a little bit more. Here comes to Ottovinen. Firebirds.
Yeah, it's not a bad record to have. It's funny, you look at the last 2-3 years, the Firebirds have started slow at home. I'm not sure what it is. They go on a road trip and all of a sudden they come back and they play good hockey.
Here's David Goyette, who tries to dig it free against the boards. Mitchell Stevens gets it back, feeds it down low. It's broken up. Hayden back behind the net. Tries to shake off Ryan Carpenter. Nick Brouillard swats it away. Matthew Phillips gets on out to center. Igor Sidorov does the rest. A little bit too far, though.
Another point-blank opportunity from the exact same spot.
Face-off win for the Firebirds. Here is Price. Off of McKinnon out to center for Andre Lashko, who had himself an AHL debut to remember against the San Diego Gulls towards the end of last season. 2 goals in his first ever AHL game in San Diego at Pechanga Arena. J.R. Avon tries to carry it over the blue line, upended on his way through. Doesn't draw a penalty this time, but he's had a knack for drawing the other team to the man disadvantage. Threw probably 5 penalties over 3 games on the road.
Gave San Diego some momentum, and they kind of took over the game for 5 or 6 minutes, but Firebirds did a good job of not allowing a whole lot of damage after that.
Ottovinen cuts it around the boards. It's blocked down by Ryan Carpenter. As Coachella Valley defends. Nick Brouillard under his stick back out to center ice. Noah Warren flips it on in off of Igor Sidorov. Rushes around near the wall. Caden Price just out of the reach of Mitchell Stevens.
The chances. Yeah, they had some good shots, but they were one and dones. And I like the fact that they're the one and dones.
Bruno to the blue line. It couldn't be swept in by Pastujov. Everyone back out to center. Here is Ostman. The near boards for Caden Price. Ottovinen back to center. Shoved Caulfield. Twisted away by Stevens. They collide, and Stevens ends up getting the worst of it. There's Price. Ricochets off J.R. Avon. Tries to disrupt it off the stick of Mishek. Meanwhile, it's Luno. Moves away from Avon. Gets it back to his own blue line for Stian Solberg. Caulfield. Upended by Avon. Puck out to center. Luno wrists it on in. Ramps off the stick of Osman behind the goal. Really on a vine from his own end. Skims it down the ice, and here is Jaggerson in. The Firebirds change some personnel. Avon a steal. Here's Molgaard, and what a save! Kelly Klang! My goodness. Ottovinen shot, and Klang got a piece of that one, too. Price, Ottovinen, a wrister over top of the goal. Firebirds keep it in the zone. Ottovinen to some open space in the left wing corner. Fed on the backhand out to center.
Kelly Klang, 2 huge saves there. This could easily be a bigger lead for the Firebirds, but Kelly Klang made 2 outstanding stops right there.
Jugnauth sits for 2, and the Firebirds short-handed, down by 1, or up by 1, trying to keep it that way. 13:35 to go in the second period. Here's Mitchell Stevens out to center. Possible 2-on-1. Drop pass for Price. For Hayden, and he's denied. Good chance for the Firebirds, and Klang made the save. As Coachella Valley searches for their second shorty of the season.
Yeah, really good opportunity there, and I love the fact that they attack even though they're short-handed. And Caden Price not afraid to jump up in the play.
Has 2 assists already in this one. Both came in a span of 11 seconds. Tries for his third there. collision takes down both Price and the San Diego goal in the corner. Now it's Matthew Phillips as the Firebirds clear it down.
It's got the Firebirds bench a little excited. Pastor coming back, managed to get a stick on that and deflect it up into the netting.
Find with a shot. Face off to the left with Klang. It's one on back by San Diego. Down to 22 seconds remaining on the juggernaut. Counting. Justin Bailey overskates it. Firebirds will take their time here. As Hayden clears it down the ice with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, good play there by John Hayden. Not to be too hasty with that puck, knowing that San Diego is on delayed offside and had all the time in the world to handle that.
Ivanovic around the wing. Jugnoff is free. Gulls still on the puck as Kostajov gets pushed down in the corner by Caden Price. Ivanovic barrels around the wing. Out to center. Jugnoff gets it past the San Diego blue line. About changing and saw the odd man rush developing and elected to stay on the ice.
Yeah, they almost got caught as a tired group out there.
Ray Cops sweeps it on in. Callie Klang out of his goal to get it. Reverses it around the boards. Much to the surprise of Noah Warren. As the Gulls manage to get it out. 9:45 to go in the second period. 2-1 Firebirds. Evan Pimnick, Grant Fuhrer, Gino Lamont, Tim O'Brien with you as Hockey Night Coachella Valley presented by Toyota rolls on. Firebirds begin a 3-game homestand. A couple games coming up against the Colorado Eagles, including Saturday night, Dia de los Muertos night presented by Verizon. Being hit by Ian McKinnon for Matthew Phillips, and Jacob Melanson has a couple of words.
A little size difference in that one.
Jugnoff, near side boards from McKinnon. Caden Price now for Tyson Jugnoff. Firebirds move north, deflected in by McKinnon. Lashko on the chase, but he got the job done for Coachella Valley.
Yeah, he got it in deep. I think he had the opportunity to take that to the net, but realized it's the end of a long shift and he doesn't want to get himself caught there.
6:48 to go in the second period. 2-1 is the lead for the Firebirds. Here's Caden Price in behind the goal. J.R. Avon chasing it down. Avon spins away from a check, gets ripped to the ice. Solberg sent him, but no penalty call. Burke shut down by Otto. Around the wing for Caden Price. Price for John Hayden. It's one of the two Firebirds goals tonight. Caden Price up the boards, gloved down by Caulfield. Keep it onside. Caulfield looking down low for Kostajov. It's broken up by Price, who's had a solid game. Here's Oscar Molgaard working his way in. Jacob Melanson down the wing. Molgaard feeds it in front off the stick of Rakoff. Price with a try. Blocked in front of the net. Rakoff looking to settle it down. Sails it wide of the goal and ricochets in the corner. It's played out to neutral. This one off the linesman who took that in an unfortunate spot.
Steve on the inside of the leg. Just enough to get your attention.
Rakoff looking for Jacob Melanson. Second PK of the game for Coachella Valley, trying to keep this game tied with 3:40 left in period 2. Broken stick on the play. Belongs to the San Diego Gulls. Carpenter who gets it back. The blue line is McEwen. Let's put it up right side for Kostajov. Back up top for McEwen. Lid just wide of the goal. It caroms to the near side boards. Kostajov, McEwen, Carpenter in tight, deflected in front, and cleared by Caden Price.
Yeah, good job there by Caden Price holding his ground.
The late scratch. Hayden was still up in Seattle, so now you get these two mainstays on the Firebirds penalty kill with one on back by the Gulls is right. Comes out of the box. This shot stopped by Osman. Ricochets. Back the other way for Coachella Valley. John Hayden in through center ice under the stick of Charlie Wright. Going the other way by San Diego. Caulfield will touch it. I'll find it. Deflected through center by J.R. Avon. Former Lehigh Valley Phantom. Now a It's Hayden around the wing. Back for Avon up top as Stevens got tangled with Caulfield, and the puck comes back inside the Firebirds defensive end. Osman for Price. Minutes to go in the period. Nico Mijanovic. Oh, Warren turned away by Logan Morrison. Caulfield trying to get it out of his own zone. He does, not by much. An open space through center. And Otavainen hops on the puck with 42 seconds to go. Here's Caden Price. Dashing his way through center. Over the San Diego Blue. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hockey Night Coachella Valley brought to you by Toyota. Third period underway. The Firebirds up by a score of 2-1. Evan Pidnick, Grant Fury, Gino Lamont, Tim O'Brien with you on this Halloween Eve. Firebirds had 2 goals in a span of 11 seconds in the first period. The lead was twice and a half by a Matthew Phillips goal for San Diego. Nothing since. Now a big period of defense for Coachella Valley, and maybe some offense would help out too.
Yeah, I think if they went back to playing how they did in the first 10 minutes of this hockey game, kind of established the pace, pushed the pace a little bit. San Diego played last night, so their legs should be a little heavier than the Firebirds.
Olgard turns the side of his own zone. Yeah, you mentioned San Diego playing last night. A shutout victory for the Gulls over San Jose on home ice. Burke gets twisted away by the incoming Melanson, forcing the goaltender Klang out of his goal to get it. Shoots it up the ice. Billy Otavainen behind his own goal line in the defensive zone. Breaks it out to Oscar Molgard. Molgard in over the San Diego line, tries to weave his way through. It's broken up by the defense. Rakoff drops the pass to Melanson, left side to Price. Ricochets off the skate. For Carson Rakoff. Drops to the blue line. Chipped in by Caulfield. And Price on it for Coachella Valley around the wing. Pastajov gets it loose. Pastajov tries to fire one on net and does. Oscar makes the save.
And again, if you're going to give up shots, you don't mind on, and they've picked up right where they left off in the faceoff circles in this one as well.
6 minutes gone in the third. 2-1 Coachella Valley. Off the stick of Otavainen. Mijanovic shields it away from Caden Price. Gets it to center. McEwen leaping is Mijanovic. He'll knock it down for Tyson Hines at his own blue line. Now to center. Here is Hines. Lets one go. It's fought off by Osman. The rebound. A left pad save.
Couple of good stops by Victor Osman. He fought the first one off, kind of handcuffed him a little bit, but he did a good job of getting his body in front of it.
A little less than 7 minutes into the third.
And again, a little miscommunication in the neutral zone leads to that.
Puck comes back to the front of the goal. Gaucher is saved. Rebound somehow stayed out as Cal Burke was right in front of the net. And a dangerous spot. After the Firebirds had 2 quick goals in the first, the Gulls almost had a pair there.
Yeah, and again, it's that response shift you're looking for. And if you're San Diego, they like the next shift. But if you're the Firebirds, you got to find a way to get the momentum back on your side.
McKinnon gets the puck from Lashko to the blue line for Otavainen. Rolls to Price. Molgard falls off his stick in behind the net. Otavainen chases it down from the blue line. Sends it across for Molgard behind the net. Molgard sized up by Warren in the corner. Goyette battles for it. Rolls into the skates of David Goyette. They're trying to play keep away. Rakoff, high slot, a shot.
It's those quick goals back-to-back that really hurts you. It hurts your momentum.
Justin Bailey to the neutral zone. Tim Washi cuts it on in. Bouncing the puck against the boards. Here's Justin Bailey. His wrister poked away. Rather blocked it away by Osman. Another chance to the front of the goal. As the Gulls have locked in here the second part, or the first part of this third period. Gaucher knocked away by Molgard. Molgard to the front of the goal. Dangerous route, but able to get it out to center ice.
Very well. Every opportunity they've had, the puck's gone towards the net.
Shot just wide from a Justin Bailey chance. Otavainen pins Washi up to the boards. Washi finally taken off the puck by Price. Bouncing puck. Corrals off of Jacob Melanson. Played in the corner by Brouillard. Bailey galloping for the neutral zone. Line up by Raycott. Oscar Mogard now for Coachella Valley. Mogard over the line. Melanson drops it off. And now a 3-on-2 for San Diego. Bailey, left wing pass. Brouillard on net. Punched away by Ostman. Big shoulder by Billy Otavainen. Mogard trying to regulate. Back review on Hockey Night Coachella Valley, presented by Toyota. Evan Pivnik, Grant Fuhrer, Gino Lamont, Tim O'Brien. Thanks for being with us on this Thursday night. The Firebirds begin a 3-game homestand. Caden Price against the boards. It's dug free by Melanson. Out to center it goes. Otavainen. Pass picked off of the neutral zone. Mishak down the left wing. Mishak, a centering feed, or rather a shot that ricochets off the side of the goal and goes out of play.
Yeah, yep.
Perkins wins it back. Avon for Otavainen. The shot is blocked by Pastujov. Otavainen gets it back, lets it go, and it's blocked. Once again in front of the goal this time. It's taken away by Jan Mishak. Broke his stick. And the Firebirds now have it back in their own zone. Otavainen with some speed through center. Well, something from the Red
Plays, a couple of really good defensive plays.
Firebirds start overtime with possession. And it's Caden Price circling behind his own net. Price trying to catch the Gulls sleeping. Gets it through center. Clayton Road will hop on it now for Coachella Valley. Logan Morrison rotates back inside of his own end. Road kicks it free to Price. Road through center. Over the line, a crisscross with Morrison. Morrison turns it across again. Jagger skates in. Firebirds make a change. Caden Price cuts down the wing. Price backhander just misses Avon. Now Furcus resets. Avon for Furcus. Right circle, saved by Klang. He got a shoulder